Kayce, Built Right Digital. Today, I'm going to cover a few of the main questions that we get from home contractors about SEO and paid ads. To get started, I'll just cover a quick summary of what SEO is. So SEO is search engine optimization, and it happens on your website and also off of your website to try to get organic leads from Google. So those are the leads that are kind of farther down on the Google list. And it's really focused on specific keywords and locations to try to get those customers to your site. Whereas paid ads that can be both Google Local Services, or also known as Google Guarantee, or Google Ads, where you are paying Google to rent the space at the top of the page. Both are great tactics for you, but there's lots of good questions that I'm about to dig into. So the first one is, if my crews are sitting idle and I need jobs on the board this week, which strategy is actually going to get my phone ringing? Which is a great question. Paid ads, like I said, is renting the space at the top of Google for instant visibility and fast leads. Google Local Service ads and LSA and targeted search ads are the fastest path to get incoming calls. SEO does not solve that cash flow problem. It's fixing tomorrow. That is a long-term solution. It is a great solution. We'll get into it further, but it is a long-term investment. So the next question would be, you say SEO is a long-term investment, but how many months am I realistically paying an agency before it starts generating its own leads? So SEO typically takes about 6 months to show significant lead generating momentum. It requires upfront patience. You have to be patient because it takes time for Google to recognize your website. It takes time for Google to assign it authority and to be able to crawl it and crawl it well. So it just takes time. But that ROI compounds heavily over the years. So it is something that you want. It's an asset that you continue to try to build value on, where paid ads is this direct expense. And as soon as you turn off that expense, there's no more leads coming through. The next question, number 3, if I only have a total marketing budget of $2,500 a month right now, how exactly should I, as a local contractor, split that between SEO and paid ads? And I love this strategy question. So we have these great 2 strategies. One's a long-term, one's a short-term. How do you do it? Do you do it 50-50 or something different? Well, in the early stages, we recommend splitting the paid ads budget to an 80-20, which means that 80% is going to go into paid ads to generate that immediate revenue and keep the crews busy. Once you're starting to see some SEO progress, then that will shift closer to a 50-50 split, where you want to continue to build the foundation for SEO and help it continue the traction. I will also note that in the beginning, there's some things that are pretty simple and free for SEO that you must do, which one is prioritizing your Google business profile. You need to optimize it fully, and that really does help the SEO. It also benefits the local service ads because it uses that Google business profile. So that is top priority, but this is outside of the 80-20 split of you just need to put the effort there. Number 4, I ran Google ads last year and I wasted thousands on tire kickers searching for cheap roof patch. How do I stop wasting my money and actually target high ticket replacements? Well, I love this question. We get this all the time about Google ads not working, and they're not the right people, they're not qualified leads, and even what is a qualified lead? Well, we believe that a qualified lead is someone that is asking for your exact service. It's not someone that's asking for the drawer for when you're doing cabinet installs. It's asking for the entire cabinet installs. So what's really important here is in Google ads, you need to use negative keyword lists. This is super important because especially the example that I read was about roof patch. Well, you would want to block any terms that are related to a roof patch or DIY, where someone's looking for help to do it themselves but not actually hire anyone, or someone that's looking for a really cheap. The word cheap could be in your negative keyword list, and it would just be something. So if you're trying to look for a high ticket, the person would not be searching cheap.